This video will be the best sports arbitrage video you have ever watched. I will take you from a total beginner to a pro. And I promise you from the deepest part of my heart that after this video, you will not only become a pro in sports arbitrage, but you will make millions of naira and dollars from sports arbitrage itself. However, what I will be needing from you is your undivided attention. We are going to be taking sports arbitrage according to the table of contents on the screen. Starting from the first, sports arbitrage is simply the ability to leverage on the discrepancies that occurs in bookies in relation to options and odds. Now, don't be confused. Let me break it down to the layman term. Sports arbitrage is a situation where there is a shift in odd between a bookmaker and its fellow bookmakers. For example, whenever there will be a match, almost the whole bookmakers has laid out odds that are pertinent to each options in that particular match. The only difference that will occur on each bookmakers are just minute differences. Let's say, for example, we have Man City and Liverpool match. When you get across many bookies, you will discover that the odds being given to this particular match in relation to their options will be almost the same thing. If you check Surebet on Man City winning, you might see something like 2.50 odds. If you go to Betmonitor, you will see something like 2.502 odds. Depending, you may go to 1xBet, you see something like 2.505 odds. You will go to BetKing, you will see 2.50 odds. You go to Bet365, you still see 2.50 odds. So if you check other ones that are not exactly 2.50 odds, you will discover that the only difference between them are just minute decimal numbers. But there may be a time where a technical error will occur on one of the bookies, resulting to a massive increase in their odds. Let's take, for example, in this Man City and Liverpool, that the over 1.5 and under 1.5 is being considered. Now, over 1.5 will be giving us 3.20 across all bookies, and under 1.5 will be giving us something like 1.4. Now, as you can see this, you will discover that if you go to a particular bookie and play over 1.5, go to another bookie and play the under 1.5, you will still make a loss, but one of them will definitely win. But at the end of the day, after cross-checking everything, you will discover that you are still in minus 2.61 loss. Now, how does sports arbitrage occur, which is the second subtopic? Now, there may be a point where a particular bookie makes a mistake in either this 1.5 or any other option, and just using over and under 1.5 as an example. Now, let's say that BetKing made a mistake in under 1.5 and gave it 1.8 or 1.9 odds. Now, let's check 1.8 so that we know whether an arbitrage is there. Now, let's clean this 1.4 and put 1.8. You see it, guys? Now, this is how an arbitrage forms. As you can see, just 4 points that BetKing added on their own resulted to a whopping 15% arbitrage. Now, from here, if you want to leverage on this, you go to BetKing and play this under 1.5. Then go to another bookmaker and play it over 1.5. It depends on the amount you are coming in with. If you are using 100k to trade this particular arbitrage, now on this place you have total amount, you put in 100k there. This simply means that at the end of the day, we are going to be getting 15,000 no matter whatever happens. Yes, now in this match, one of this particular match will win because we are working with over and under 1.5. There is no way the match will end up without having either over 1.5 or under 1.5. You see that? So now this particular thing is telling you use 36,000 and play it on the other bookmaker you choose, and play 64,000 on BetKing. And when you add this 64,000 plus the 36,000, you are going to be getting 100,000, which is the total amount you are coming in here. When you stake this 36,000, let's say at the end of the day, let's just say that the bookie you played the over 1.5 is better. Let's say at the end of the day, the match is over 1.5. Now moving on to our calculator, then we are going to multiply 36,000 multiplied by 3.2. Do you see that, guys? Now if you multiply the amount you played on Betano with the odd, the winning you are going to be getting on Betano will be 115,200. Now when you subtract the 100,000 capital you use, you discover that you are still having 15,200 as a profit. In the same way, if the match ended up winning on BetKing, we head over to our calculator again, then multiply 64,000 multiplied by 1.8. We still have 15,200 if this wins on BetKing. Then we subtract our total stake amount, which is our capital. From there we still get 15,200. Now you discover that no matter whatever happens in a match, we are still gonna make a profit. This is what is called sports arbitrage. So in a nutshell, sports arbitrage occurs based on the discrepancies or technical error between one or two bookies. Now they have types of sports arbitrage in terms of playing it. The two-way sports arbitrage involves only two bookies, and we have the three-way sports arbitrage which involves three bookies. For example, how the three-way sports arbitrage occurs is in straight winning, maybe in football. Let's say home win, draw, and away win. If you play these three things, you'll discover that no matter whatever happens in the match, one of your slip must win. But the problem there is, let's say Man City and Liverpool. Now home winning, which is Man City winning, maybe something like 1.5. Draw can be 2 odds, 2.0, and away winning may be 15.2. Now of course in this match everyone will be playing Man City winning because the odd of Liverpool winning is very big, hence the probability will be low. But we are not mainly concerned with that. What we are mainly concerned here is the odds. You see, Man City winning is 1.5 and draw is 2.0, Liverpool winning is 15.2. Now if you decide to play all these things in different bookies, you will still make a loss of 18.86%. But how will arbitrage be formed here? Now in three-way sports arbitrage, the arbitrage might be coming from two bookies or one bookie can influence that, or two bookies, it depends. Now let's look at how it's gonna be formed. Let's say one particular bookie that their odd increased to 3.2. Do you see now that from here we have a profit of 13% just by an increase of one of the bookies, a Man City winning. From here now, if we are coming in with a total amount of 100,000, then we put it here. This simply means that the particular bookie that increased their odd to 3.2, we are going to be playing 35,580 there. The other bookie, we are going to be playing the draw. We are going to be staking there 56,928, and the other one that has the away winning, we are going to be staking there 7,490. No matter anyone that wins, we are going to be making a profit of 13,857.68 or thereabouts. And how you are going to know this is if you pick up the amount you are playing here and multiply it by the odd, you are certainly going to be getting your total amount together with the 13,857 and so on top of it. And in this, one of them must certainly win, because if Man City does not win, definitely they might have a draw, and if they don't have a draw, definitely the away will win. So one of these must happen, giving rise to our arbitrage being successful and true. We also have four-way arbitrage, but it's not popular. It always occurs once in a while and is very stressful to do. Parts of sports arbitrage. This also explains the things that needs to be ready before sports arbitrage can be a success. Now, the first part of sports arbitrage is the player. Of course, you as the player is even the most important part of the sports arbitrage, because without you, the sports arbitrage will not be possible. Number two, the bookies. Now, you as the person indulging in sports arbitrage, you have to get your bookies ready, because the bookies are the places that you are going to trade these sports arbitrage signals, as the case may be. The third part is the capital. Of course, without capital, you won't have anything to deposit on the bookies. Thus, you won't have anything to trade with. So you need capital. That is the third part of sports arbitrage. The fourth part is the signal finder. And I am going to make sure that I take these things in details in this video. Now, the signal finder are those softwares that find these sports arbitrage signals. It is true that we can find sports arbitrage signals on our own, but a lot of people cannot do that, though I can do that with ease, but a lot of people cannot. So you need a software that will help you out in suggesting, finding out, and moving into the sports market to get these signals for you. So the fifth part is the arbitrage calculator. Now, when you get your bookies, you have your capital, and you have gotten the signal from the signal finder. Before you move on with anything, you must plug in these signals in the arbitrage calculator. It is the work of the arbitrage calculator that will tell you the next thing to do. The arbitrage calculator will tell you how to divide and make use of your capital for a maximum gain. Now, the sixth part, which is the last part, is actually the same thing with the first part. It goes back to the player. Now, when you get all these things that were mentioned from number 1 to number 5, it now boils down to you again as the player. You are the person that will perform all these things. And for you to do it, you need to be very brilliant, fast and smart, so that you'll be able to leverage sports arbitrage to its fullest. The sports arbitrage tools. Now, when we talk about the sports arbitrage tools, we are talking about the things that helps us to perform sports arbitrage swiftly and successfully. These can be divided into two major parts. We have the sports arbitrage softwares, or you call them the signal finders, and the sports arbitrage calculator. Let us deal with them one after the other. Coming to the sports arbitrage softwares, we have types of sports arbitrage softwares which include the Breaking Bet, the Surebet, RebelBetting, OddsMonkey, etc. Now, let us look at them one after the other, taking it from the Breaking Bet. So, Breaking Bet is a software that is revealed to us, that is presented to us in form of a website. What this software does is to check arbitrage opportunities between two or more bookmakers that it is connected with. So it functions as a software bot, but the information it brings out, it gives it to us in form of a website. So that is what most people get confused about it. It is a software, but it presents its information as a website. For you to access Breaking Bet's website, you need to come over to your browser, click here, then type Breaking, and you give it this what do we call it again? Okay, so you know what I mean. Then after that, you write bet, then put .com over there, and immediately you do that, you click on this arrow to search. The next thing you need to do here is to click over to here. Okay, so when we click it, you're gonna see a lot of things: pre-match, live, value bet, pricing, sign in, sign up. Now from here, you need to know that it's not only Surebet that Breaking Bet offers. It offers Surebet both on pre-match, which simply means bets that are yet to be played. So it offers correct 100% arbitrage bets to it, and then it also offers to live. But all this has advantage and disadvantage. When you talk about the live is a particular game that is ongoing now. So you know that any game that is ongoing, the odds keep changing. So if you are very fast, what a lot of people do is that they build a bot to be doing that, because a bot is extremely fast depending on how you program it. So the bot will always be programmed. If an arbitrage opportunity comes out in live, immediately it places the bet immediately. Apart from that, pre-match is the best because you have enough time to stake your game and then wait for when it will be played. Then we also have value bet, which is not one of what we are doing here, but it's simply called a partial bet. So that is it. Then the place we have to look at right now is the sign up and the signing. Of course, you know the sign up simply means for you to register, and the signing means to log in. So let's click on sign up. Alright guys, to get you started on Breaking Bet, you really need to come over to sign up for the first time. Put down your name, your correct full name here, then put down your email. Okay, then put down your password, the password that is preferable to you, and confirm the password. Click on I agree to the processing of the personal data, and also click on I agree to receive information about promotions and news by email. Then when you click on I am not a robot, it's gonna either bring out something for you which you are really going to use your common sense to do. After that, you click on sign up. A confirmation mail may be sent to your email or not. So guys, let's log in to Breaking Bet. Let's now interact with the interface. Now coming over here, you click on this three drop down button again, and you see sign in. So I am going to sign in immediately. Okay, now we have finally logged into Breaking Bets, so let's wait for it to refresh fully. Now on this Breaking Bets, I am already on 1 month subscription. Okay, so that is it. Now as you can see, look at the interface. Now we need to interact with this on a full time. Let's check on these. All right, now on this side is where you see the percentage profit you're gonna be making. All right, so let me not confuse you guys. This, all right, let me draw that. This is the percentage profit, this is the percentage, this is the percentage profit you're gonna be making. For this one, it says 10%. It simply means that if you place this bet successfully, that you must make 10% of any money you put there. Let's say you enter this trade with I can call it a trade because it is 100% profitable. Okay, so when you enter this trade with 100k on this 10%, you are going to be getting 10,000 naira profits on your 100k, and on 10,000 you're going to be getting 1,000 as the case may be. So that is it, guys. Now over here is where you have the bookmakers that are concerned with what you are to stake. Okay, so for this one, it involves on the same bookmaker, and even though I told you guys on my video that it's not safe, but I discovered it's entirely safe, because the bookmakers can't penalize you for placing a bet entirely on their platform. They know that they are entitled to their mistakes, so it is not enough. So that is it. But when you relate to another bookmaker, that is when they will start monitoring you. So this is the bookmaker involved in this one, and for this one involves this bookmaker. This is where we see the bookmaker, and this particular side is where we see what we are talking about. It tells us whether this game we are about to stake is from football or tennis or the rest of that. And if you look below it, you see the date the signal was posted. Okay, now this place is where explain exactly the type of picking you are to do. So this one now tells you that is corner they are talking about. All right, it tells you that you are going to find this option from corner. As you can see, this one talks about rounds and this one talks about aces. Now this place is where it tells you the odds, just like this one, x2. This x2 simply means draw or away, because 2 is away. So the odd here is 8.3. If you go to the bookmaker and pick this option, you will see the same odd over there, but most of the time the odd may drop, but slightly little bit different. Okay, now this particular place you are seeing now is where you either pause or you play. What does it mean? If it is on pause, whatever signal it shows you does not change. As you can see, this signal is showing me now haven't changed all this time, but if I press play now and wait for a while and come back, the signal will change. Apart from screenshotting, if you want to really take up the signal without it being changed, okay, you can press that pause button so that everything you are viewing here will be here. You go to the bookmaker, find it, because Breaking Bet is fond of making signals from there to disappear. You may find a signal, before you return, the signal has disappeared. For this one is if you need to be receiving notification from Breaking Bet, you press this, and this one is for speaker. If you want the notification to be sounding out, so you really click on that. And this one is the settings. Now let's interact with the settings. Alright guys, I really know you are getting a value from this video. Yes, I know. Yes, I know. Now, if you are getting a value from this video, why don't you subscribe and turn on the bell button for you to get wonderful tutorials like this in upcoming videos? Make sure you smash the like button. Make sure you drop a very nice comment on the comment box and share. As you can see, the settings is where you filter the Breaking Bet, filter it for the amount of bookmakers you want to be using here, and the rest of that. If you check all this, you will discover a lot of things. The bookmakers you need for this is here, is where you select it. For the Ghana people, you are not using the same bookmaker with Nigerians, so here has made it so if you select these, it is only the bookmakers you selected here that will be showing on your interface. Another bookmaker will not be showing. So let's take for example that I want to select this. If I click on it first, it marks, but the main one that Breaking Bet always find more interesting and more serious is, let me press it again, you see the black dot. So that is the main one it finds serious. The mark is just partial, but the completely black says I need signals from this bookmaker completely 100%. But if I don't need it, I will now tap on it only once, it disappears. So from here, this is where you select the type of sports you need. If you want to only be betting on football, you can select it here. On this place, this is where you give additional settings. Here you select whether you want only 2 outcome or not. So if I untick 2 outcome, I will be giving a signal of only 3 bookmakers or 3 outcome. but most people always love 2 outcomes, so they tick this and untick 3 outcomes. We also have so many things. We have skip integers. We skip that one, so it told us to skip. Let's skip. Okay, so here we have same bookmakers. This simply means if you tick this, it's gonna suggest arbitrage opportunity on the same bookmaker, just as we saw on OneXBet the other time. Okay, now if I untick that, any arbitrage on the same bookmaker, it won't show me. Are you there? So that is it. Now we talk about the market. I always told you guys that markets are those options we find on bookmaker, home win, away win, all those things. They call it market. It's just a term used in sports generally. So it's market. So when you come here, they have many types of market. They have main market, others. So let me explain that. Now when you come to main, your main should be home win, away win, draw. That is a main market. Then we have handicaps, which I will explain in detail. We have total, like total under 3.5, all those things. So if you don't need other things, you only need home win, away win, or draw, you can untick every other thing and leave main. But the disadvantage to this is that your signal will be limited. You can spend even a whole day without seeing a single signal. So the main thing is for you to learn all these things. Learn how to hover around handicap, all those things, so that any signal you see, you can be able to bet it with ease. That's why I told you that anyone that is very good on sports arbitrage has a vast knowledge in sports betting. For this place is where you set the profit range. What is the type of signal, the profit signal you want to be receiving, from 3% to 200. That's what I set here. So they will be giving me arbitrage signal from 3 to 2. Now what is advantage and disadvantage of this? Now the higher you set your return, that is your percentage return of investment, is the lower you see the signal and the higher the chances of the bookmaker removing it. So they notice those ones that have higher percentages more than the one that have small. You can also set your time here. You can also set it to any time. Okay. You can also sort by percent, or you sort by name, pence. So lifetime percent return on investment. You can also set your time to any time. That is, it gives you arbitrage opportunity on any time. But if you set on 12 hours, it gives you arbitrage opportunities for the last 12 hours. If you set 7 days, it gives you for the last 7 days. So that is it, guys. Let me click on get subscription. Let me explain the 2 reasons why you are finding it difficult to subscribe on Breaking Bet. The first one is your bank. Another thing again is Breaking Bet is a foreign website, so you don't use Verve card. You can only use Visa and MasterCard. Another thing you got to click is leave 30 days, 90 days, 180 days, 365 days. Click on 7 days, guys. 5.99 euro. Then click on buy. That is it. Now it displays options for you. So click on the second option, the second Raven option. Click on it, guys. So let's wait for that. That is it. Now, as you can see, now look at what we are gonna do. It now says, please choose your bank to begin payment. So let me choose my bank, guys. My bank is First City Monument Bank. So click on it. It will display a code for you. Just tap on that code. Now it brings you to your particular phone book. Now go to the last place of that code, insert hash and send. Let me use the particular line for my FCMB. Now it's a merchant name, Flutterwave, the rest of that, just put down your 4-digit pin. So that is it. My 4 pin has been inserted. Payment successful, guys. Now return back to your Breaking Bet and wait a little. As you can see, boom, thanks for your payment. Let me go back to my Breaking Bet now. As you can see, remember I subscribe for pre-match. The same way you subscribe for pre-match is the same way you subscribe for live. So that is it. Let me click on pre-match now. So boom, guys, as you can see that. Look at those places where we had XX covered. So you can see those options are now out. Now you can now explore the full future of Breaking Bet, guys. If you are liking this video, I want you to smash the like button, guys. Make sure you subscribe now and go and do it. Have you done that? Now turn on the bell button. Have you done that? I love that. Thank you very much. Now let us look at the second very important sports arbitrage signal finder, surebet.com. Let's go there. I want you guys to join me as we welcome surebet.com on a table. Okay, guys, so if you type in surebet.com, guys, all right, the first interface you're going to be seeing is here. So for you to get started, you will quickly click on what? Sign up. When you come over here, you quickly put in your what? Username, your email, Then you put in a password of your choice, confirm the password, and click on I agree and create an account. Immediately, an email will be sent to your mailbox for you to confirm your account. Activate it. So you quickly locate the email and click on the link they told you to use and activate it, and boom, your account is activated. Then after that, kindly come over to here and click on login, and as it pops it out, I really need to click on here. So that is my email, guys. So I click on login. First of all, Surebet, on the free aspect, we keep on giving you arbitrage signals even without registering on their website. So for you to view this, I don't need to log out now, but if you just visit the website, click on Surebet, then start scrolling down, you start seeing the arbitrage opportunities. Let's interact with the website. Let me click on the menu tab so that we understand what is being contained on the website. Okay, so when I click on the menu tab, the first thing I see there is to see Surebet with profit of more than 1%. Please choose a plan. It is prompting us to subscribe for us to view arbitrage bets that is more than 1%, because in the free version, the bets they will be giving you, some of them is 0.9%, some of them is 1, the highest is 1 there, which simply means that if you are placing this bet with 100k, you'll be getting just a profit of 1k, and that is peanuts, but it's worth it for people that really needs to try. So let me click on choose a plan so that we know the plans that we have on Surebet. The first plan we have on Surebet is the Professional Plus plan, and the second one is Ordinary Professional. And these are the two major plans we have on Surebet. Now let's explore them. On Professional Plus, you have the ability to get access to value bet, Surebet, and middle bet at the same time. So many of you don't know middle, and I will really tell you guys that middle is even much powerful than Surebet. Let's quickly explain the meaning of middle in just few minutes. Let's take, for example, between this match between Man U and Chelsea, guys. In Man U, we placed a bet normally in our Surebet, which I have just explained, over 3.5 and under 3.5. But if we are talking about middle bet, we are going to place it on, let's say, over 3.5 and under 4.5. So look at what happens in this particular match. If these people place as from 1 to 4, okay, you will gain it on under 4.5, which you place on Sportybet. But if these people place more than 4 on a place you place under 4.5, which is on Sportybet, you will lose it and gain it on over 3.5 on 1xBet. But what if they score a particular goal that occurs at the middle? Remember, what we have on 1xBet is over 3.5, and what we have on Sportybet is under 4.5. If they now give exactly 4 goals, that is where the middle comes in. All right, you will gain it on over 3.5 on 1xBet because you say that they have to give more than 3 goals, and you also gain it in under 4.5 on Sportybet, which you rightly say that it has to be lower than 5 goals. You see, so you will be bagging a lot of money in your pocket. Let's examine something, guys. When we go over here and quickly click on bookmakers, you'll discover that I have really marked most of the bookmakers I need. If we click on show all bookmakers, you'll discover that it has lots of bookmakers here. Let's keep on scrolling down. Lots of them. And even if you need to suggest a bookmaker to it, you can click on need another bookmaker. As you can see, you can vote to add new bookmaker to the site below. So look at most bookmakers we still have that are on their way to be added to Surebet. If you haven't subscribed onto my channel, make sure you subscribe and turn on the bell button. Okay, free arbitrage betting website. There are sites that are like Breaking Bet that you can really access their arbitrage informations for free. So stick around with me. There are 5 packaged websites that I want to let you guys know today, but I am going to focus mainly on 2 of them because of what? I know a lot of my subscribers may be watching from Nigeria, while others may be watching from maybe other countries, US, UK, and the rest of that. So these 2 support both Nigeria and other countries. The first one we are going to talk about is OsJam. For those of you in US, OsJam support mainly US. Then the next one is BetSlayer, guys. BetSlayer supports mainly UK. Now the link to all these things that I'm calling will be on my description box. The next one is OddsMonkey, guys. OddsMonkey supports mainly UK. So that is it. The first one amongst the 2 that we are going to look at is Bet on Value, guys. Bet on Value. There are different advantages of bet on value which I want to teach you guys and how to get started on bet on value. One of the good advantages is that on the interface you begin to see the arbitrage opportunity. Look at the arbitrage opportunities here. So you can see, look at the arbitrage opportunities, guys. Even without registering, they're already giving you that at their interface. Let me explain to you how it works. Just get your eyes here so that you don't get confused. As you can see, we have Slow Bada Novi GRA versus Buduk North. I don't want to cut my tongue, sha. Now, as you can see, the arbitrage opportunity, look at what it says. It says play on a bet home, play on the same if bet draw, and also played on the same bet away. Wow. Let's look at the second one it predicted. They are playing today, so what you got to do is play home on tip spot, all right, play draw on Betano, and play away on Surebet. Now let's look at the pros of bet on value. The first one is that bet on value shows arbitrage opportunity even without what registration, which I have mentioned earlier. Another one, bet on value doesn't have something like limited free trial. The free trial is unlimited. Even without subscribing, you can use it unlimitedly. The cons of bet on value, number one, is that bet on value mostly has, you need to know that in life basically, that mostly the things you pay for always get value more than the things you are getting for free, guys. If they have subscription and they're also offering you free aspect, just know that the free aspect will not have all the ingredients that the paid one will have, but still you can still use it as person that wants to use free or no subscription at all. So let's continue. The first one, it has limited prediction of 1% mostly. Another con of this is that Nigerian bets are sometimes scarce. If you hover around all these things, you discover that most of these bets they are calling, Nigerian bets may be scarce in all of them. The next thing now is we can really register on bet on value. I hope you know that. So if you are a newcomer, you got to click on sign up, guys. Then you got to put your name where they said first name. At the last place you put your surname. Then here you have email, you put your email there just like this. Now you choose a username that is minimum of 3 letters, guys. On your password you can just put 6-digit password. Then after that you click on I agree, then click on this one, make sure, and click on I am not a robot, and then after that you click on create account and proceed. Now bet on value will prompt you to go to your email for activating your account. Now listen, if you don't activate your account, you cannot log in. Bet on value will not recognize you until you activate the account. The essence of logging in is when you want to get a subscription. Now let's look at the main one, RebelBetting. Now RebelBetting has more advantage more than bet on value, which we are gonna look at. So let us begin immediately. As you can see, turn betting into investing. As you can see, what we have here, it says start your free trial. Now if you look at this, you discover that one of the cons of RebelBetting is that it has 14 days free trial. Now if you take arbitrage betting very serious, within that 14 days you will accumulate more than the money you can use to even subscribe on Breaking Bet. So make sure if you are liking this video, please give it a thumbs up, give it a like. Now if you want to register on RebelBetting free trial, as you can see, it says start your free trial, 14 days value betting, no credit card required. Just enter your email. Immediately you enter your email, you click on start my free trial, guys. Now it's gonna tell you that it has sent a link to your email. You should go and pull out that link. When you go to the link, you click on activate my account. Immediately it takes you back. If you are using your browser, it takes you back to that your browser again. Then you log in with that your email, guys. That is only thing that is required on RebelBetting. Now I want to look at the advantage and disadvantage of RebelBetting before I log in, so that I show you guys the interface. The first one is that it supports Nigerian betting bookmakers very well. As a matter of fact, immediately you log into your account, RebelBetting will greet you with a particular message that says we found out that you are from what? Nigeria, with Greenwich Meridian time. So they will inform you you are from Nigeria, and you will see two options. Is this correct? And this is not correct. You click on this is correct. Then since you are from Nigeria, they will be giving you arbitrage opportunities mainly supported by Nigerian bookmakers. That is another mind-blowing advantage of RebelBetting. The second one is that odds is more than 1%. They can even offer you odds that is as big as 5%. But when you get a subscription, you can get odds as big as 10, 18%. So, but the disadvantage is that its free trial is not unlimited, just like bet on value. And the last disadvantage is that the subscription is little bit high, guys, even higher than Breaking Bet. Let me log into my RebelBetting so that we see what we are seeing. This is is my own account which I have logged in, guys. So that is it, guys. As you can see, look at how it's gonna look like. As you can see, look at this match, look at this first one. As you can see, 2.0%, 2.0%, 1.9, 1.9. Let's click on this one, 2.0, guys. So as you can see, look at the arbitrage opportunity here. Look at the arbitrage opportunity. Join me as we welcome Betmonitor. The link to it is on my description box. So many people will be saying, do you mean website or app? Because I just visited it on my home screen as if it is an app. Okay, let me answer this, guys. Now, Betmonitor is a website, but they can really offer you a mini shortcut app that you can be using to visit them without going to your Chrome browser or the site. So whenever you register and start using Betmonitor, they will prompt you if you like to be having a shortcut where you are gonna be viewing them. So if you press yes, then they're gonna install the mini app that looks like this for you, all right, so that you can be using it to access them fastly with ease. Okay, so this particular website is very, very robust, but where it knocked Breaking Bet out is the fact that it is free of charge, though they have their pro version, which if you need more services from them, you use money and subscribe. All these free websites, all of them has their own paid version, so don't get it twisted or confused, guys. Even without logging in, even without having an account with Betmonitor, you can really access their arbitrage opportunity, guys. Look at their arbitrage opportunities, you know, look at their arbitrage opportunities free of charge, guys. But it's often very, very good that you have an account with most of these things. So for you to have an account, you really need to click on the login again. When you click on login, you click on this place, you have sign up for free, guys. Okay, here you got to input your first name, your last name, which is your surname, your email address, then put a password you can remember, and you also confirm the password, and you click on I have read and accept the terms of use and privacy statement, and click on submit. Now immediately you do that, they're gonna send a verification link to your email. But if they don't send the verification link, you can still log in and explore their features. So guys, let me go back again. Let me log in with my details. I click on login. As you can see, I'm already logged in. Now let me quickly explain all the interface of Betmonitor. Here, guys, you can upload your picture, that is if you want. So let me click on all tools. There are two things that I want to teach you guys here. The two things are Surebet and my bookies. When we click on Surebet, it's gonna bring out the arbitrage opportunity. Look at all this. Wow, look at the arbitrage opportunities, guys. Information is power. Information is power. You know, I thought about this before I shared it, but you know, the great content I share on my channel has started, and I will keep on sharing things that will make my subscribers to really make money. So you are welcome to the family. Okay, let's go back and click on all tools again. So let's click on my bookies, guys. So as you can see, wow, wow, a lot of bookmakers. I think the bookmakers they support is even more than Breaking Bet, but I don't want you guys to get discouraged on Breaking Bet too. Please, my humble advice is for you guys to be using the two websites. And even Betmonitor supports our almighty Bet Niger for Nigerians. Okay, so it supports a lot of things which you can access for free of charge, guys. Okay, guys, let us talk about the arbitrage calculator and the theories behind it. Now, an arbitrage calculator is a very powerful tool on sports arbitrage that is being used to calculate most of the sports arbitrage operations. But basically, it does two very important things. The first thing it does is that it shows you the respective amount you are to stake on each game depending on each respective odds, so that after everything you are going to get the same return on investment. Now secondly, it shows you the profit both in percent and in currency. So that is what arbitrage calculator does. There are types of arbitrage calculator. There are three basic types. The first type is the website type. Now, to access the website type, you head over to your browser, then go to Google and click on the search button and search on arbitrage calculator, then click on it. A lot of websites will be suggested for you. You have to choose any one of your choice here. Now, the second type of arbitrage calculator is the application type. Now, to get the application type, you head over to Play Store, then click on the search button and type in arbitrage calculator. Then it suggests this one for you. As you can see, I already have these in my phone. That's why you are seeing open here. Okay, so for you it will always say install. You click on install and get it installed immediately. As you can see, 4.6 star rating and about so many downloads, 10,000 downloads. Now the third one is the Sports Arbitrage Software calculator. Now, a lot of us don't know about these guys. A lot of us don't know that the sports arbitrage software like Breaking Bet, Surebet, and all these things has arbitrage calculator inside it. Okay, now let's access one of them. Let's use Breaking Bet as a point of reference. So let's go there. On our darling Breaking Bet, guys, then when we come over here, we click on these three dots and click on pre-match. Okay, now look at what I have here. Now, to access the calculator of the Breaking Bet, assuming that this particular one is the one we are having as a point of reference in this particular thing. This is an arbitrage opportunity that has to deal with three outcomes. Okay, that is two in the same bookmaker, that is home winning, draw, and one in a different bookmaker, which is Bet 365. Now, to access the calculator of this, you need to click on this particular last icon. I mistakenly clicked it here, that's why it brought out here. So let me cancel this and remove it. So this last icon. Okay, now as you can see, we have a lot of things here. This is the arbitrage calculator. Now look at how we use it. Over here you have currencies in euro. You need to change it to your particular currency, provided Breaking Bet has it. All right, let me change this to naira. If you are in Ghana, change it to cedis. So I change this to NGN and also change this to what? NGN. Let's look at this. This first particular one, which is away winning, has the odd of 2.36. The draw has the odd of 3.94, and the home winning has the odd of 6. So let's go, guys. Now, for you to know the particular amount you're going to be betting for each of these, you need to come over here, down place. This place you have 100. Then insert any amount. Let's say I insert 10k as the particular amount we are going to be using to check it. Now look at this. As you can see, look at the place where it suggests for you. It says on 1xbet where you picked away winning, which is 2, bet this with 5,017 naira. After this, you're going to be getting a profit of 1,850. All right, on the same 1xbet where you have X, that is draw, now bet this with 3,006. Okay, because the odd is what? 3.94. Then after everything, you are going to be getting a profit of 1,844, which simply means that okay, what am I having here? 999. Let me change this to 10,000. Don't know why it puts 999 over there. The main thing is for you to understand very well what I'm saying. So here you have 6 as the odd. It is telling you to bet this with what? 1,974 naira. That after everything, you're going to be getting a profit of 1,845. Now don't get it twisted. This simply means that in any one you bet here, if the profit you're having here is 1,845, it shows that you are going to be getting a total of 11,845, so that when you subtract your former 10,000 from there, your profit will be what? 1,845. So that is it. A lot of people don't know this particular thing. So here, if you haven't subscribed, I deserve your subscription now. So let's continue, guys. Now on the application aspect, let us interact with it. As you can see, when you open the application aspect, you're going to be seeing that you have a lot of things here. So over here you have 2-way, you have 3-way, and you have 4-way. All right, what this simply means, when you have like 2-way, we are talking about a bet that has to deal with two things. Let's say over 1.5 and under 1.5. And 3-way, you are talking about a bet that has 3 things, like the one we have just saw now on breakingbet.com, which has to deal with, let's say, for example, home win, draw, or away win. Okay, 4-way is the same thing, showing 4 outcomes. So here we are going to be concerned on 3-way. This place you have odd 1 is where you insert the first odd. This is where you insert the second odd, and this is where you insert the third odd. All right, after doing that, you come to this place, it says total amount, and put in the total amount you want to stake here. Then at this place which you have profit amount is the place it shows you the profit you are going to be getting on every stake. And here is the place it suggests for you the amount you are going to bet for the option 1, the amount for option 2, and amount for option 3. Let's go ahead and compare this with the one we have over here. So I have 2.36, 3.94 and 6, 2.36, 3.94, and so immediately I put this third one now. It suggests the percentage, which is 18.45. That is it, guys. Now on this place you have total amount. Let me put 10,000. Look at these amounts here. Even if they are not the same thing with that of break, they will be very closely the same thing. This one says 5,019, and as you can see, that is it over here, guys. 5,019, and the second one is 3,006, and third one is 1974. So let's check all those things. You see it? That is it, guys. 3,006 and then 1974. So that is it, guys. Now immediately I have put down my total amount. What happens here? The calculator immediately calculates the amount I'm gonna bet for option 1, which is 5,019, and the option which is amount 2 I'm gonna bet for option 2, and the option I'm gonna bet for option 3, which shows that no matter whatever that happens, if you want to know this, look at what the activity I want you to do for me. Pick this amount, multiply it with this. That is your activity. Tell me the answer you got. Subtract 10k there, you will get this profit you have here. Do the same thing with this place. Multiply this one with its respective odd. Whatever answer you get, subtract 10k from there, you are going to be getting a profit of 1,845 or approximately to it. Do the same thing here. Now I am going to pick one of them. Let me pick the second one. 3,006.47 multiplied by this. 3.94 multiplied by 3,006.47. Subtracting 10,000 from that. So we have what? 1,845. This is absolutely amazing. Now let's look at banning and restrictions. What does it mean to be banned in sports arbitrage? Banning in sports arbitrage occurs when the bookies discovers that you are involved in sports arbitrage. Immediately they discover this, they feel you are outsmarting them. And three of these things might occur. They either block your account, restrict or reduce the amount you can stake. But in order to bypass all these things, there are certain things we are required to do. And in this section, I am going to teach you what you are going to do to completely avoid the bookmakers banning. I think this is the most important place in this video. Maybe, but I want you to stick around with me, just like I always tell you, because each part of this video, if you miss it, you might miss the most important part. So let's jump right in. There are 4 good things which you can do to prevent banning and restrictions from bookmakers completely, because trust me guys, these bookmakers are very, very smart. So you need to be way smarter than them. Now you can do any one of these things to prevent it, but if you are able to combine these 4 things, trust me guys, you will eliminate bookies, bans and restrictions drastically. And without wasting your time guys, let's start them one after the other. The first one is rounding up digits. Now let's take for instance that Man U and Chelsea are playing match today, and on Breaking Bet is suggested for you that maybe on 1xbet that the odd there maybe for a particular outcome maybe over 2.5. Maybe it's suggested for you that the odd is 2.5. Then the second odd of on that 2.5, let's say it may be 2.2. As you can see, let's say you are playing with 100k. Now the thing there is you kindly clean this point. Don't ever put point there. Always round your number. Come to this one again, round the number. Let's say put like 100 here. Now in this one, he's just removing it, but it's okay. I want you guys to understand what I mean. Let's just say, okay, let me still put 100k. As you can see over here, you are having 46,808. Round it to 46,800. You will still make a profit. Come to this one again, round it up to 53,100. That is it. Don't ever put decimal point. Decimal point is a very big red flag that shows bookmakers that you are doing arbitrage. And don't ever add your little naira. Just round it up like 46,808. Remove the 8 at the last place and round it up to 46,800. You'll still make a gain. The second thing again that you got to do is, as you are seeing that the profit margin here is 17,000. Out of that 17,000, sacrifice 2,000 naira. Use 1,000. Play just a random random game on the first bookmaker, then go for Sportybet, use that same 1,000, go get any other random game, play it there, just sacrifice that 2,000 naira. Now what this thing will do is that it will tell the bookmakers that you are not doing arbitrage. All right, since you are playing 2 matches, okay, you are playing 2 matches on our own, you play 2 matches on there, it will just tell them, like, if 1xBet is viewing it, he will view it as a normal betting, and Sportybet will also view it as a normal betting. So that is it, guys. The second one is getting entirely different account. Let's look at how to do it in details. So on this method, we are going to be introducing another person's account. So guys, let's say if you are a lady, if you have maybe your brothers, your sisters, or you have maybe your guy, okay, so you can open up another account with his name and make sure you deposit to that account using his own bank. You are going to be the one that is managing that his account. And again, whenever you want to place bets on these 2 accounts, make sure you space them by 2 minutes. If you place, maybe let's say we have Man U and Chelsea placing playing football, okay, and there is an arbitrage between over 2.5 and under 2.5, all right, in 1xBet and Sportybet. You may decide to leave Sportybet as your own personal account and open 1xBet on his account. Okay, now place the first bet on your own account, and then the second one be spaced by 2 minutes on his own. If you are married, okay, you can use your wife's account, and you as a woman, if you are married, you can use your husband's account. The third one is parlay betting. A lot of you don't know the meaning of parlay betting. Parlay betting is joining more bets to the already sports arbitrage bets you are about to take. Let's look at how to do it in details. Standing in front of me is a particular match between 2 teams, Ajax and Napoli. This particular bet is meant to be staked on the 2 bookmakers, Marathon Bet and 1xBet. Now, when you look at the odds of these 2 pickings, you will discover that the odds are 1.79 and 2.75. And when we plug this on our arbitrage calculator, you will discover that we have 8%. All right, now these 2 bookmakers you are seeing here are very, very notorious when it comes to banning and restrictions of accounts. So we are going to be using these 2 bookmakers in order to explain this. From this picture, Breaking Bet is making us know that we have to go to Marathon Bet, then pick over 8.5 fouls for the second team, and then come on 1xBet, pick under 8.5 fouls for the second team, which is Napoli. Now we are going to bring in a second option in this particular game, but listen, there are criteria that are needed in order to make this thing swift and successful and attainable. And what is that? You have to make sure that the odd of the 2 pickings you are going to join to this particular game, when plugged in the calculator, is not massively negative. If not, this might not work because the percentage will be reduced to BRS minimum, thus making the percentage profit to be highly tampered or lowered. Now here we have to choose a particular bookie of our choice between these 2 pickings and then introduce this new option. And this new option is entirely different match, okay, different match. And let's say for example we are picking 1xBet, so we are going to introduce a new match entirely. So here, after picking 1xBet as our bookie point of reference, all right, which we are going to be using to introduce this new option, we are now going to prepare 2 slips from 1xBet and 1 slip from Marathon Bet. All right, now what we are going to do is we are going to come to 1xBet, then pick this same option which Breaking Bet said we should pick for 1xBet, which is under 8.5 fouls. All right, then introduce a new match into it, and precisely on this our example we have Bayern Munich and the Victoria Pilsen. Right now we introduce a new option into this particular second match we are picking. Remember, the 2 matches that we have picked, which was given to us by Breaking Bet, will be the same on both slips, but when we come to these 2 matches that are following it under, they are now going to carry two different options that are directly opposite to each other. All right, one slip will be carrying Bayern Munich under 3.5 goals, and the other slip will be carrying Bayern Munich over 3.5. But on Marathon Bet, we are going to just bet only one picking, and that is exactly the picking that was given to us on the breaking bet. Now, when this happens, examine the result of this after. At this point, you will discover that two things has really happened, and that is, number one, the arbitrage bet has migrated automatically from two-way betting to three-way. And secondly, when the three respective odds 6.325, 4.290 and 1.79 from that of Marathon Bet, which we did not touch at all, is plunged into the calculator, we now have a new percentage profit, though lower than the original percent, but still profitable and highly secure. Now, someone might ask, why are we doing this? Now listen, when you do this, you will completely confuse the algorithm that is checking on these particular bets that you're taking. You will confuse it because they always know that arbitrage bet is only one picking. All right, so they have studied breaking bet just like you are doing and have known the option breaking bet has given. So when you stake that option, they will check it from your bookmaker and then detect that you are involved in arbitrage, thus limiting your account or causing restrictions. But when you add another picking to this particular bet, it results in making them to overlook it, because this time around you are picking a second option, and the other bookmaker, which in this case is Marathon Bet, will not penalize you because you are not staking exactly opposite thing to the one you are staking on 1xBet, and thus this reduces the limiting and the restrictions completely down to zero. Now let us look at what happens after staking this bet. Let's go there. Okay, now from this scenario, let's say at the end of our major bet that was gotten from breaking bet, which is the match between Ajax and Napoli, let's say at the end of that match that they were not able to reach up to 9 fouls. All right, this shows that already the option picked for Ajax and Napoli, which is the same thing on the two slips of 1xBet, has won. All right, remaining that of Bayern Munich and Victoria PSG. Right now, after Bayern Munich and Victoria PSG playing their match, if it now ends with over 3.5, then the second slip will win entirely, thus returning all our money together with profit. But if eventually they did not score up to 4 goals, which is under 3.5, you'll discover that our first slip will win. All right, recovering and returning everything we have lost on the two slips with profit. Now equally, if Ajax and Napoli scored over 3.5 fouls for away team, both of these particular tickets will be lost, but that single ticket of Marathon Bet will win. And the final one is the masking software. So guys, I want you to listen to me very keenly in this video. Let's get started. Now, introducing GoLogin. GoLogin is a software that masks your identity completely. And how does it do that? First of all, GoLogin masks your identity by feeding the bookmakers with a different settings you have given it. It is a particular software that hides your face from the bookies. It uses a lot of parameters to do that. This particular software I'm giving you guys is very, very powerful. It is a premium information and you just have to appreciate it, guys. Make sure you drop a very nice comment and then subscribe to my channel. Don't forget to like this video. Let us continue. Now, just like I said, GoLogin is a masking software and it masks your face and your identity together with your fingerprint. And what is your fingerprint? Fingerprints are those things as your identity to any website whenever you visit it. If you move out, they will use that to detect the device you are using, your kicks, a lot of things. There are certain things the bookies use to know the account that just visited them. You have never wondered that when you visit a website sometimes. After registering, log into the website and come back tomorrow. If you want to log in again, the details you used in registering yesterday will pop up, and some of the things you performed in that website yesterday, if you need the information, there are places you will go. It will outline everything you have done. You have never wondered about this. This is because your fingerprint is now on that website, so whenever you visit it with the same device, they will know. Now, what GoLogin does here is to separate your device from the awareness of the bookies and any website you are visiting. It does this by, first of all, changing your device type, changing your location, changing your IP address, and a whole lot of things. You can even use it to change the size of the device you are using. You can change the screen size, a lot of things. And without much further ado, guys, let us look at GoLogin in details. Now, to access GoLogin, guys, you come to your Chrome, then head on to the address bar and put in gologin.com and click on search, guys. Now, the next thing, GoLogin website pops up. So if you are in, because the view I'm seeing here might be desktop view, so if you are in desktop view, you click on here and then remove it to desktop site, guys. All right, now this is how it's supposed to be basically on your phone. So look at the website. Right now, there are certain things contained in this website. As you can see, it said free VPN for 5 countries included, but we don't need this. We just want to know how we can be able to interact with GoLogin. As you can see on Trustpilot, GoLogin is being rated 4.5, just 0.5 for it to reach 5 stars. So that is it, guys. Look at the interface of GoLogin. All right, now for you to get started with GoLogin on your phone, you click on this 3 hamburger sign and then you click on sign in. Alright, so guys, when you click on sign in, it's going to bring this particular interface. That is how they do it. As you can see, the 3 hamburger sign that I clicked, there is no sign up there, but you have sign in. You first of all click on sign in, it brings out this interface. Then you tap on this place, it says don't have an account, sign up. So guys, when you approach here, you have the tendency to put your email here, put your password and confirm it. After confirming it, you verify you are a human. That's just it, guys. So when you sign up, it is going to bring other interface asking you whether you are the CEO, the rest of that blah blah blah. So you can just choose anything as you keep on going. Meanwhile, GoLogin has 7 days free trial and also the premium packages. On coming to GoLogin for the first time, you are allowed to use it for 7 days. Then you will be prompted to subscribe for the premium. Now, if we click this 3 hamburger sign over here, then we are going to see some options that will pop up. Then we click on this pricing option over here. This is where you see the premium packages of GoLogin and their respective prices. As you can see, this professional package is $24 per month, guys, and $294 annually. All right, if we decide to pay it bi-monthly, then we toggle on this switch over here to switch over to monthly, which simply means that on professional package, if you are paying just for 1 month, you are going to be paying $49, guys. But if you are paying it annually, you're going to be paying $24 per month. But on paying it, you must pay the whole amount, which is $294. You understand? They just calculated it. If you divide $294 by 12, you get $24. That is what they mean. But if you don't have this and you want to pay for monthly, you toggle on this and you see the monthly prices. Okay, we have the popular plan, which is $99, and we have the enterprise plan, which is $199, and we have the custom plan, which is $299 with their different benefits. But if I can tell you guys that you can get this premium package for free forever, that's why you need to be in my VIP package. That is the exclusive Smart MaxBet VIP group. This is where we are going to teach you how to access these GoLogin premium packages for free forever. And if you are not already in that package, you are simply missing a lot. The following are the benefits you get from being in the Smart Redefined exclusive Sports Arbitrage package. Here I outlined and exposed a lot of secrets. I exposed how I have been able to indulge on Sports Arbitrage for years without being detected, the tools I use, and a lot of that. I exposed all of them in that video, and I also gave a full guide on how to perform this Sports Arbitrage with ease. In that same particular package, I share not just signals but at least 5 quality signals signals in a day, signals that are averagely 10% and above and stays very longer before it disappears. On that particular package, each signals introduced, I also guide you on how to go to the bookies and take them with ease. If you are not yet on that package, you are simply missing a lot because the price of it is way lower than the worth. At this point, guys, let me log in. But guys, if you need me to make a very concise video about this particular platform, GoLogin, just put that in the description box and I will make a detailed video about the platform/software. So let me quickly log in, guys. So here I'm gonna put smarthustle.yt@gmail.com together with my password and then click on login, guys. As you can see over here, guys, that I have 3 profiles, though I have deleted other profiles and left only these 3. But when you log in, you are gonna be seeing many things, many profiles. It depends. These particular things you are seeing here, these 3 things, Surebet, 247, Betmonitor, and N1Bet, they are called profiles, and each of these profile has the particular bookie they are meant with. Like this first bookie I named Surebet 247. You are not meant to run any other bookie there apart from Surebet 247. The one for Betwinner is strictly for Betwinner. You don't log in on any other bookie there. The one for N1Bet is strictly for N1Bet. So guys, now if you want to add another profile, maybe you want to add for BetKing because you might have jumbo of bookies which you are making use of. So you need to add them. If I want to add another profile, I can quickly click on here and then name my profile. I can name it BetKing. All right, I can name it BetKing, guys. And then now when you come to here, you see the option of using proxy. Okay, you can use your own proxy or you can use GoLogin proxy beta. So here you have the tendency to choose either without proxy. If you choose without proxy, then you'll be assigned a special proxy in your country but in another entirely different location from the location you are, and it's quite safe too. So you can click on GoLogin proxy beta and then you choose the country you wanna be. Now, just like I told you guys, GoLogin can change your IP address. IP address is an address that specifies where you are. An IP address can specify a particular country. So France has their own IP address, Nigeria have their own IP address together with Ghana. So from here on GoLogin, you can select any country of your choice, and any country you select here, that is the information your bookie will be fed with. You can be in Nigeria and then you mask yourself to be in the USA or in France, so that when they see that you are in another country and you want to take a sports arbitrage bet, maybe between BetKing and Betano. So you can have 2 profiles here, you can have 2 accounts here. Now the first account you created will be designated in France and the second account may be designated in Cameroon. So once you are staking and the bookies are seeing it that the 2 IP addresses or the 2 locations of the people doing this are very different, they will be viewing it as 2 different people, and then blocking and restriction is drastically reduced. Now, how do we then run these profiles? Now, for us to run this profile, you have to download the GoLogin app. To do this, you head on to Play Store, then click on search button and put in GoLogin. You search it. All right, now look at it. As you can see, GoLogin multi-accounting tool is already installed on my phone. That's why you are seeing open here. So let's go ahead and open it, guys. The next thing is for you to log in. We click on here and then put in smarthustleyt@gmail.com. Let me pause this video and put in my password. So as you can see, I have logged in. Now look at those profiles you have before. Okay, the next thing for you to install is the GoLogin browser. This one is just meant for you to see your profiles and make other necessary settings. So let us click on this search icon and then put in Obita. We search. This is the app Obita for GoLogin. It's already installed on my phone. So let me open it up. You don't need to open up your Obita yet. It is the GoLogin that will prompt the Obita to open, because without the GoLogin prompting the Obita to open, just know that you are browsing with a normal browser and it is going with the normal IP of your phone. So it is prohibited for you to open the Obita without opening it from GoLogin. It is the GoLogin that will assign it all the properties it needs to use and open, both the IP address and the rest of that. And whatever the GoLogin fits the Obita is what the Obita picks up. So guys, let me first of all take out the Obita, then come to GoLogin. Then let's say I want to run Betwinner. I click on Betwinner here, guys. It prompts the obiter to open up. As you can see, this is my Betwinner, and if you look at this, you discover that I already have Betwinner here. That is the only platform I'm visiting with this particular profile. So I can just say betwinner.ng and then visit it, login, do anything I want to do there. There are certain things involved in GoLogin which I might not finish in this video, so that I can be able to move on with other options. If you want me to make a very detailed video about GoLogin, I want you to add that in the description box, and who knows, that might be my next video. Now guys, if you are able to do these 4 things correctly, trust me, the bookie will find it very hard to ban your account. They might restrict because their instinct might be telling them that you are doing sports arbitrage, but they don't have good amount of proof. So because of that, they are very far from blocking or banning your account. So guys, if you love what I'm doing in this video, why don't you just smash the like button, guys? Smash the like button and then give me a subscription to the channel. Very important. So guys, this is where I'm gonna be wrapping up this video. Stay glued on this channel, subscribe, and then turn on the bell button. And as for now, keep winning, and see you guys on my next video.